Hello, welcome to another unboxing. This time it's a GorillaPod. This one's the 325 by Joby. This one's designed for a max of 325 grams, that's 11.5 ounces, so it's for small cameras, phones, that sort of thing. Now I did make the mistake of buying this, which I thought would have been as good, but it's not. This was £10 and these are about 24, but I got an enlightening sale on Amazon for about £18 because it looks like it's segments, but in fact it's just a big piece of bendy metal inside. I've done a review and it's coming up there now on this one. Right, so let's see what we get. Probably not much more than the actual pod itself. There's some pretty pictures of it scaling mountains and hanging on to things. ABS. Now I've actually had one of these before and I've had it for many years and it wore out. Basically I used it so much that the little joins, it works by there's loads of segments and they're held together and they move on each other. It's a really good design, and they just got so smooth where I moved it over so many times that it just wouldn't grip anymore. But I did have it for many years. Had some very good service from it, so therefore it couldn't hold anything with any weight. So I've had to replace it. I made a bit of a blueberry by buying that other one, so I'm back to the original and best in my opinion. So let's see if I can open this. There we go. So, it's a plastic end piece. The pod itself, not much more. There's a quick look at the art there, talking about the light. The box itself. I like that one, scaling mountains. Try and stop me, I'm here. It's like a War of the Worlds, isn't it? And there's any information you may need to know. Works on a 1/4 inch thread. So this is nice and compact, the sort of thing you could actually put on an inside pocket. Doesn't weigh very much, but they're very good, I must say. If you've never had one, because it's got rubber on the outside of each join, and that helps for grip. So not only is it a really nice stand in your conventional sense, but it's a really nice stand if you want to grip onto something. Like so. So if you're out in, I don't know, I've been into an arboretum a few times taking pictures of trees, and if you don't want to carry a great big tripod around all day, these are ideal because you can just plop them on a tree, upside down or any way you like. Put the timer on so you don't get any shake from pushing the button, like 2 seconds or 10, and take your pictures that way. Very useful for things like that. And it's small enough to have on you all the time you have your camera on with you, so it's a great thing. Obviously there's different weights for different sizes, so this one will only take the weight of a very small lightweight camera. Now let's just see about this ball head here. So there's your thread on top. Now how do you move it about? Oh, I don't know. Ah. Oh, okay. It's just, by look of things, very stiff. So there's no, by look of it, let's just check under here. There's no actual way of like twisting it, as far as I can tell. So it's literally just brute force moving it, by look of things. And it's fairly stiff. So I don't know if that's the greatest design in the world. I prefer it where you've got a little button you can push, or am I missing something? I mean, there doesn't seem to be anything here. Okay then, so there's not much more to say really about that, other than it's a really, these GorillaPods are excellent, they really are. You know, for absolutely grabbing onto, you know, you've got a window half open you can plop to on the other side and that holding on the other side of a window, for example. All sorts of things. And if you're thinking about buying a cheaper one, I would look very carefully, if you're buying it online especially, if it's actually pretending to have segments like this one. I guess this is their own patented design, so any others on the market wouldn't look quite the same. I can recommend these. I said I've had one this sort of size for a long time and I've worn it out. I'm a bit reticent about this though. I'd much rather it had a little button you could push to loosen it off, because if that movement becomes too smooth in time, then that's it, it's had it, hasn't it? Anyway, if that happens, I will let you know how many years from this video that does happen, but I've got the feeling it's going to last a long time. So there we are, not much more to say about that. This is the Joby GorillaPod 325 for small cameras and phones. Thanks for watching. See you next time.